All right, welcome to our team member sharing English session for the night. So I believe everyone should have your dinner if you're in Malaysia. So I believe there are overseas members join us today as well. So if you don't mind, please put in where you come from in the chat box. We want to welcome you. All right. So before we start. Uh, Tonight's session would be covered by two members from Australia. So I believe they are here already. So if you still have your members want to join us tonight, please ask them to be join us now. Okay. So so before we start, I actually want to introduce our leaders in Australia. There's our Diamond Master, Bernard. So actually, he is still doing Atomy part-time, but yet he able to achieve Diamond Master in Atomy business. And tonight, he is going to share with us about, I'm sorry. So tonight, Bernard is going to share with us about Atomy and making a good life for everyone. So, all right. So hi, Iza, welcome. Welcome, Maxiat. All right. So are you guys ready? So if you're ready, please press one for me in the chat box. All right. Are you ready? Okay, thank you, Zezi, Iza. Okay, Bernard. Over to you, Bernard. Are you ready? Yes.
Yes, thank you, Yam. Sorry, I got two screens going on and I'm trying to see, see where the slide is and stuff. So if I'm looking away from you, it's not because I'm not paying attention to you. I'm actually looking at you, but not you like that. So let's see how we go. So hello, everyone. Good evening. It's been a while since we last chatted. The year has almost gone now. It's about, we are 9 months in. Let's see. Let's do a quick pulse check. Is there anyone new here? I see some faces there. Hello, Peter. How are you? Jesse's here. Auntie Wani, how are you? Mom V. Anyone else? Hello, everyone. Well, let's check that. Anyone new here? Anyone just joined Atomy, like say within these 5 weeks? Put a 5 in the comment. Anybody new? No. Everyone. Okay. How about this? How about seasoned veterans? If you're a seasoned veteran, put on V. More than 5 months. God, it's 5 months. More than 5 months veteran already. So anyone more than anyone more than 5 weeks, eh? Put a comment for me. 5 weeks. 5. Put a V if you're more than 5 weeks. If you just joined, put 5. Hello, Isa. How are you? You just joined. Welcome, welcome. How about this? All future Imperial Masters. Put in a comment, I receive it. Who wants to be Imperial Masters? Put in a comment, I receive it. We have no, this is a very quiet group. I receive it. Oh, there we go. So I receive it. Imperial Masters. Excellent. Now, let's share. I need to share my screen, don't I? Let's see. Share my screen. This is going to be interesting. How am I going to do this? Can you see that? So good. Thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. Sorry, I can't see the chat anymore. So this is going to be interesting how we do this. All right. So let's see. Now, for the past few lectures that I've shared on, we have shared on a few things. And it's a progress of items or topics that I continue to grow upon. So if you have not heard me for the previous one, and this is your first time, that's all great. You don't have to go back to listen to them to know more, but I do encourage you to. They are also topical. by themselves. You could listen to them by themselves, but they do make a whole lot of sense as they build upon each other. So the first one is Show Me the Money. We show you about how Atomy's compensation plan, how it helps you to get where you are and to see that whether Atomy's compensation is feasible, whether that you should participate, whether you should continue to be in, and compare that with what you're doing right now and make a decision. Well, should I do this or not? And not only that, on my next lecture, I show you the heart of Atomy, show you how Atomy's being created. What is his heart towards you? Then we go towards growing together with Atomy, how Atomy together with you grow not only with you, but its partners, its distributors, its consumers, and then to see whether you can put your trust in Atomy, having learned all of that. And my last lecture with you was with Atomy, a company that you can trust and love, whether you can put your trust in Atomy and you can love doing not only just using the products, but also doing the business. So tonight, I'm going to share a little difference. We're going to share how Atomy is going to make a good life for everyone. Now, to do so, we're going to take a step back into Atomy's origin story. Now, we have heard about Chairman Park's lecture when he shared about why and how he created Atomy, but this one I don't think that a lot of us heard of before. So I watched the video and I just want to pull this in with you because it's really interesting of what he said. Now, the origin story, mobile phones. Who remembers the Nokia phone that they have? I think a lot of us would have Nokia phones, right? They're very durable, last you for days. When you don't charge, you can drop for the height and still, it collapse, disperse, and then you collect the different parts, put it on, and then you keep on going. Great phones. Now, those sort of phones had a very limited capability because they are only meant for texting and calling, mainly. And that's what mobile phones were. Now, when Steve Jobs stepped into the picture, he created a new concept that did not exist before. He presented a completely new world where the internet is now accessible on the cell phones. And along with that came the music player and camera and GPS navigation, which works much more better than the Nokia, the smaller or more advanced Nokia phone that you may have. But this one's now encompass all of that. And now you can surf the internet for it. This is a new concept. Now, when Atomy was launched, Chairman Park didn't want to follow any traditional method of doing things. So the network marketing industry has a very bad social perception. How many of you know that? Right? So to position its business in connection with the past wasn't a good idea. So he also questioned if the company, if doing a little bit better than its competitors, like if I do it, if Atomy came in the picture, if it does slightly better than its competitor, would it cut it? Would the business succeed? He came to the conclusion that such companies shouldn't even exist. So he had to totally go with a new concept. And that is why you have this thing called Atomy will rewrite the history of network marketing. This is how the phrase came about, because of the concept of the business that you want to do with Atomy. Now, network marketing have very bad social reputations, right? Can you put in the comments, list out some of them? Why do you think when you talk about network marketing, oh my goodness, people will stay away with you with a long stick, normally, right? What are can you share, put in the comments, what do you think are the ones that people tend to like, oh, network marketing and stay away? Force purchase, yes. Thank you, John. Who else? Come, participate, type in. It's going to be very boring if I keep on talking and I need to have time to have a drink. So when I have a drink, you type. Sounds good? Hey. Starter kit. Trauma. All right, trauma. Monthly quota. Yes, starter kit. Anybody else? Hello, Auntie Roslyn. Who else do I know? Oh, my sisters. Yeah, hi, Lina. Oh, Rufa, Auntie Rufa, how are you? Anybody else? Starter kit, trauma, monthly quota, first purchase. Every time, is this your experience? If you go to network marketing and people tell you about this and you have this, I like the word trauma. It is trauma. It's a very traumatic experience. And people tend to stay away. Why is that? There is a reason for it, right? So why does it have a very bad reputation? So existing network marketing companies fail to recognize the nature of network marketing. Okay, the network marketing is just another form of distribution, and the nature of distribution is to connect producers and consumers at the shortest distance, right? So distribution is just a matter of getting goods from the factory to you in the shortest possible distance. Now, example of these distribution channels are network marketing, of course, warehouse type of discount stores. Over here we have DFO, Chemist Warehouse, and all this stuff. I can't remember what Malaysia has, so help me out, Malaysians. You also have TV home shopping malls, where you see people, doing cutting and say, this is the best. You could cut this, you can cut through, get this knife, you can cut through rock and paper at the same time, or whatever have you. They have all this sort of stuff. You have internet shopping, Alibaba, what else? Amazon and so on. You have road shops set up by the side of the roads. In Malaysia, you see that a lot, and also department stores. So when the Chairman Park decides to create this company, he had to go through all this process of thinking and say, can Atomy have a competitive edge over all other distribution channels? Not other network marketing company, but all distribution channels. So the one thing that he knew that he had to do was to get the cost down so that it's affordable, so that people can buy. And the other is not to compromise on quality. So it is sort of like a balancing act. If you want it cheap, most of the time you'll find that the quality is not good. And if you want the quality good, normally you find that the cost is high. So he was debilitating on this. Now, not only that, there's the element of investment that got involved instead of pure marketing. Instead of doing just getting the goods to the product, they have, especially on the network marketing side, they put on the element of investment, whereby people buy the products not because they love the product, but because of to get additional allowance or a promised outcome. Okay, so when these companies, when members who want to do this stuff, they go, hang on, it's not something that I would normally buy, but hey, I may get an advantage out of it. I may get a promised outcome. I may get untold wealth. I can get commissions coming in every month and so on and so forth. So these are called additional allowance. But this expectation of additional allowance may or may not be realized. So buying this is like investing, and every investment comes with a risk of failure, where not everyone can succeed. Right? So when people buy products, they actually buy not the products, but for investment purposes. So Atomy started off with the philosophy of firstly eliminating this nature of investment. He didn't want that to happen. He says, if you just buy and sell, there should be no loss of money. Should be no loss of money, which means that in creating Atomy, the chairman wanted it to be mutually beneficial when money and goods are exchanged. Meaning that if you buy the product, it is because you want to buy the product, not because of other things that you want to gain that may or may not happen. He wants you to buy the product because it is good and you have made that decision. You say, hey, this product that I buy from Atomy has a very good quality, has a very good price, therefore I buy. He wants that to happen. Okay, so he's very faithful when he created the company, to faithful to these basics and principles of marketing. So if they can find products that are of the same quality in different distribution channels, he thinks that can we sell it cheaper? If Atomy cannot sell it at a cheaper price, it is not worth producing. So he sets, when Atomy started off, he did not set out to compete with other network marketing companies, but to establish itself as the distribution channel that not only competes, but wins against all other distribution channels. Okay, so that is his aim, that is his goal, and that's why you see all of the principles that I stated in my previous lectures are all pointing to that. Atomy will be the best by competing with other distributionists and not with the same industry. So in thinking about this distribution design of Atomy, it says that Atomy should not deviate from the basic sales and distribution, sales, exchange of goods you satisfy, and distribution straight direct to the consumers. So these two things. And this is how, and this is the origin of Atomy. Now, why did I tell you all of that? There's a reason. It is because there's 5 areas that I'll concentrate on what Atomy is making a good life for. With that idea and with that origin story, you know that Atomy does a few things. One, exchange of goods, which means of good quality, of good price. And number 2, straight direct to the consumers. So to cut costs down. So for consumers, Atomy has placed a lot. Just buying the product. It says that Atomy will have absolute quality and absolute price. Products that are not harmful to your bodies, products that are high in quality, products that are low in price. Even products that contain technology that's not available elsewhere. Our absolute set has the amazing technology. Most of our products, if you go through the product information and you click on it and you scroll down, you will see a lot of things that, they say tested this, tested that, they have all the certs, they have all, even for our Malay friends, the halal certificate, everything there to say that you will be good to use this product. It will not harm you. And all of that at the benefit in the convenience of buying without leaving your home, right? Shortest distance, and also save on money. Because the money that you save if you buy Atomy products, you could spend elsewhere. This is better than trying to get a raise from your company, because that's harder. If you manage to save money somewhere else, you get an instant raise. For example, if you manage to buy your groceries or whatever your daily necessity products, and you save $100 every month, you think of it as you just get your pay raise for $100. And how much is it? How hard is it to get a pay raise from your current employment? Okay. Now, number 2, Atomy is making a good life for its partner companies. Partner companies are companies that Atomy does not create their own product. Yeah, Atomy is just a distribution hub. It gets other companies to create those products, and it goes through Atomy throughout the world. So you have a whole range of partner companies. Now, this is what Atomy says about his partner companies. Mutual growth with our partnering companies is one of our core values to achieve absolute quality, absolute price for our products. When partnering companies prosper, consumers enjoy quality products at low prices. And if we earn that trust from consumers, Atomy and our business partners will both grow. So this is a win-win culture for growing together, helps make a good life for everyone. Now, what does Atomy does for its partner companies? They are very unique because it's not very often that you see a company who does like this. If you look towards your right screen, It supports inclusive growth. It supports go by cash payments within 1 week of delivery. That means that if you own a business, if you ever own a business, let me tell you, try to get a contract with Atomy, because Atomy will pay you within 1 week in cash, whether they sell the product or not. You create the product, you deliver it to them, within 1 week, you will receive your payment. Fast cash rollover. Number 2, financial support for facility improvements. I think in one of the lectures, I can't remember, the heart of Atomy, I think, when I shared, when the noodle factory burned down, Atomy actually paid for them to rebuild their factory. Even though they had insurance, they helped them, they paid them in advance. They spend the money to help them, they contribute for them to build the factory. And in return, as a gesture of appreciation, the factory increased the volume of the noodles while still charging Atomy's members the same price. So who benefit? The consumers benefit. 3, cash advance for raw materials and procurement. Atomy normally promotes or finds small or struggling companies that doesn't have, they have very good quality products, but just because of their capital investment, there's not a lot, or doesn't have a lot of sales route, they would tend to find these sort of partners. They would prefer to partner these small SMEs rather than partnering with large companies. They prefer it that way so that they can invest and grow that small SME to a global company. Right? This is what they normally do. And they often do this if a company is not able or struggle to provide Atomy products of that price. Atomy will go, okay, do you need anything that we can help you? Anything that we can do to help you get that price down so that our members can enjoy? And often they do cash advance for raw materials. They will pay for it first in advance. All right. The 4th, a 1 partner per product policy. This is very interesting. If you, like I said, if you ever create a business and you have a partner with Atomy, you have that membership for life. Meaning that you are secure in your investment in your business. You can dump whatever, make it better, because Atomy will not break that partnership. They will always, which means that you have a lifetime order of your product. And Atomy is growing through the world, going to different countries of the world, and your sales can only increase to them. Right? And that's why the sales route for throughout global GSGS strategy, and also regional supplier prices through cost price monitoring. They monitor the cost price. Now, not only that, one of the things that you do is to cover the full expenses for inspections. Atomy invests in it. Atomy wants the quality to be good. So Atomy willingly pay for those sort of inspections, all those qualifications, they tend to do that. Right? They also provide incentives for their partners, where the partner makes effort to supply them absolute quality, absolute price products. They recognize and they show appreciation for that. They have meetings with them to share with them Atomy's mid and long-term goals, to show that their vision and quality are all aligned. And they also do things like shipping management, where one of the sharing in the video was they have a supplier where when the supplier stocks goes low, the supplier automatically gets an order and the supplier orders it, so that the consumers will not run out of products. Not due to the shipping thing that's currently happening, but if everything goes well, the supply run will always be there. So making good life for partners. If you become a partner in Atomy, you'll be very happy. Number 3, non-Atomy members. Atomy is also making good life for non-Atomy members, or their social contribution, people around them. Now, can anyone share the two motto that drives this from Atomy. When they concentrate on this sharing in the chat, and I see the chat, I talk enough. Two of the models that Atomy has that does this. Why do they do this? Why do they make social contributions? You know, standing there with big checks and products and stuff like that. Why do they do this? And on the left, you see from 2016 to 2021, they're all everything in Malaysia. There's a whole website that you can go and you can click on each country and they will tell you and they will record what Atomy has done. So in the chat, cherish the spirit. Thank you, Young. Well done. There's another. Cherish the spirit. What else? That's the key though. Cherish the spirit. What do we say every when you go to the Success Academy? you chant those four things, right? Cherish the spirit, serve in humility. That's right. Cherish the spirit and serve in humility. Now, I want to tell you quickly talk about this too. Cherish the spirit, because Atomy values human beings as such so highly that it created this whole business and this whole philosophy and the whole process on this one thing, that you are important, that you are of value, and you are the most important thing. Instead of you are the means to an end, they say no, you are the end. You are not the means. Atomy exists so that they can serve you. So the cherish the spirit part is to say that everyone, even though especially people who are hard hit, who we say requires they find themselves in those situations, Atomy steps in. Now, what it is you could see Atomy's heart with this. All right, sharing is the actualization of Atomy's vision to cherish the spirit. Right, its members and its companies takes those initiatives. You know, I do see a lot of, you see all those imperial masters and stuff like that. They do a lot of contributions. And not only them, the whole range of them, you can start to contribute too. You don't have to be a master to do that. All right. So whenever Atomy has launched to, you will see that they give back generously to their local communities. And this is the message from Chairman Park to all the Atomy officers in the world. It says, I encourage all Atomy officers to give back more generously to their local communities. And how to do that? Identify the blind spots of society where the government cannot help, and provide support in these areas. Right? These initiatives are spreading the culture of sharing with a loving heart and taking social responsibility. Now, you will see that not Atomy, but a lot of other companies, some of them you'll see that they use this charitable route as two things. One, tax avoidance, or not tax avoidance, tax minimization. They minimize my tax, as well as to gain good name, as we call it. All right. Oh, you see, I contributed, therefore, oh, this is a good company because they contribute. Their heart may not be there. They are just doing that because of these two things. Tax minimization, to minimize their tax. Hey, you know, you can take this off my tax. And also to make a good name for themselves. The heart might not be there. And that is why the second model, serve in humility, comes in, as well as cherish the spirit. They don't value the human life as such. It is a means to an end. All right, not the end. Atomy is different. Atomy says, because you're important and because you are lost in society, you know, you are not looked after. Atomy encourages its officers, go find all these people, go find them and contribute into their life. Bless them, be a blessing. So its heart, its DNA is doing that already from a heart and making life good for these people. So some wants to do it because of, you know, other gains and other intentions, Atomy is different. The example of this you will see is, have you had people come to you or do something for you because it is their duty rather than what they want to be? That shows the heart. Okay, if someone comes and in my children's school, they tend to get someone, because it is a mixed school. They have sometimes people with Down syndrome or stuff like that, and who have learning difficulties. And each of the students are rotated to pair with that person. And some you could see do it with a willing heart because they care for that person and they go and they do all of that, and they are genuinely concerned about them. Some take it as a duty. I don't want to do it, but because I'm told to do, therefore I do. That is the difference between the two. So similar with Atomy and other companies too. Publicity. This is what they do. Okay. The fourth. Not only does Atomy does for consumers, for its business partners, and its social contribution to also non-Atomy members. Oh, my slide's not working. The fourth one they do is environment. Because you are cherished as such, not only for your success and for your good, where you stay or where we live in, Atomy takes care of it as well. So Atomy has made a lot of changes. One of them, or one of the most recent one, is what they call the Blue Marine campaign, is to reduce plastic waste into the sea. So apart from that, you look at recent changes in the bottles, and the design has changed, and this has changed, and even the packaging that comes. They used to have plastic, bubble wraps and stuff. Now they all use paper and biodegradable stuff. So they have made a lot of changes, and they move because you and I are important in Atomy. The care that they have extends to the place that we live in, right? So eco-friendly design now is a crucial element in Atomy sustainable growth, and an obligation that Atomy fulfills through mutual effort with the rest of the world. So their design policy now weighs on improving product function and quality while minimizing environmental impact. Now, this covers from design to manufacturing. So they want to maintain a sustainable coexistence with nature and society through this design and become a green marketing company. Now, we have seen how Atomy makes good life for consumers, people who are members who just purchase Atomy products because they love it. We have also seen how Atomy makes good life with their business partners. Also seen how Atomy tends to make good life for people who, with their social contribution, and also the environment that you live in. The five that I want to talk about today is how Atomy makes a good life for you and me who are distributors, who takes Atomy's, who love Atomy's products and now want to decide to do business out of it. Atomy provides a righteous compensation plan for you and your family down to 3 generations. And make sure that you will live well. You and your 3 generations will live well. All right. They created a no risk, no capital business that, regardless of your education, regardless of your financial standing, and for some of us, regardless of how we look, we are not only to be successful. Okay, so not only financially successful, but also successful in life. And that is why I want to spend some time talking to you about their success system. Their success system is important. The first one is the Success Academy. Or actually, let me start with the one-day seminar, the one and know. One-day seminar is for you to learn about the network marketing business. Okay, it's The seminar includes the company introduction, marketing plan, product introductions, and more. All right. These seminars guide the way towards the success with Atomy. Then you have the Success Academy, which to design a balanced life. So this Success Academy is their signature seminar, showcases the success tips and methods to live a balanced life. This seminar includes the promotional ceremonies, writing life scenarios, various performance, and more. So Success Academy is basically the bedrock of Atomy's success system. Atomy also has now the World Success Show that summarizes the hot issues of Atomy around the world and is broadcast every other month, and vividly introduces the product news about products, the global success stories, and Atomy vision from around the world in various languages. That's a new one. Also new is the ABR, the Atomy Business School. This is a new success system, and it enables you to understand the characteristics of consumers and have expertise in these changing times. Now, Atomy success system, that these tools that are available for you are the driving force that enables you to turn your actions and into success. All right, human beings are driven by external stimuli. So Atomy's seminar program is a system that repeatedly and continuously provides this stimulation. That's why you have it now, not only in physical where you have to attend, but also offline. Also in channel Atomy and various countries that you go to in the website, you can change and you can find their success seminars online that you can consume at your leisure, at the place where you are every day. So you don't have to wait for that day to come before you go and reap those benefits. You can do it at home where you are. Now, you hear Mr. Chan says this. You know, when you go to success seminar, you pinjam kuasa, or you coklat, or you leverage on that. You leverage on the atmosphere that is there. Now, this is not to stir you up, mind you. You know, my brother went to the F1 in Sepang years ago, and he came back red as a lobster. He's the type that gets sun and then he goes red. And he says it's very loud. You know, you could see almost nothing because the car zoomed past so fast, and the place where he stands, you almost see nothing. I said, so why did you go there for? Because if you look in the TV, you could actually follow the car because the camera can track them. All right, you see, the atmosphere is different. Even though you see nothing, but the atmosphere is different. You could feel, you could hear the sound, you know, not just through your PC speaker, but through the sound. That is what you feel. And a feeling causes certain things in you. Now, what the Atomy success system does is when you are there live, right, you do get benefit from being there through the offline system. Not, you don't have to be there, but when you are there, it's a different atmosphere when you listen to it. Right? You could see their sharing, you could see their tears, you could feel how people feel, and you could feel it sometimes. Right? When they share, that you feel like, hang on, this is not, and you capture those feelings because all these create memories in you. And when you listen to that, that burns in something in you. So if you follow the, that is why all the leaders ask you, you know, so, for those who are starting Atomy for the first time, to attend all the seminars, go and stand the seminar, because you may not get it from them, but you may get something from the seminars that you attend. You may get it from somewhere else. And even though they share the same story, maybe because of familiarity that you know the person, you don't really get it, but someone else says the same thing and you're, oh, now I get it, right? So when you go there, that's what you gain. So your mindset will slowly change. If you attend this seminar, you realize that the Atomy business is not about selling goods. It's not about selling, but about delivering information on good products. And you can also learn how to lead consumers in the field. You know, people share their sharing and you can learn from that. Now, of course, you don't become successful just by attending seminars, of course. First of all, you need to understand the success system properly. So most people like the understanding of this, of a potential passive income, because they've been earning money from their labor income, like me. I couldn't get it at first, right? As I watch the videos, as I attend seminars and I listen and read more and understand it, I come to understand that passive income is way much better than your labor income, or working for your profits is so much better by a Jim Rohn. Work for your profits is so much better than work for your normal work. Right? So you need to understand what you know and what you don't know. So if there's something that you don't understand, so you go to, the good thing about the channel Atomy is you can play and replay, or someone said something, oh, I forgot, you can replay. That's something that you cannot do with the live, right? But with the videos, you can go and replay. I said, I don't get it. Oh, he said something important, but I was too slow to write it down. You can go back and replay and listen, play it slower or play it faster, depending on what time you have, right? Play it slower to go and capture it. So then you'll be able to understand it. Things like leveraging and focusing on other success. Now, once you receive this energy, you receive the best energy to succeed, and that's the perfect time to meet people in the field. So when you get there, you are all hype up, I would say, that you actually gain that, like, I can do this, like I see the person do it, I can do it too, right? I can do it better. And you start to get ideas, and you start to get, oh, this person shared this way. And you basically is for you to learn. This success system is for you to learn that you can be equipped to do what you need to do. Okay. Now you may be bored hearing it the first few times all over, but as time goes by and the stories are the same, you start to sound more different, and that's the proof that you are growing. Now, lastly, before I end, is this. Atomy has this, and this is another intrinsic value that they have. Honesty and goodness is the best policy. Atomy's values are not something that you don't really see. It is something hidden, and if you put it in the human, it is the insight. It's the values that they hold, and one of these is honesty and goodness is the best policy. Atomy will never scam people with their products. Never. Atomy has not lied, not even once. Now, mistakes can happen if they don't know something, so they can make mistakes, but they will never purposefully scam their contractors, their members, or even their consumers. Chairman Park put it this way: to scam is to be stupid, because that is the road only to failure. Being honest and being perfect are different. Being honest, I repeat that, being honest and being perfect is different. Right? You can be honest and still make mistakes. And that's what they call an honest mistake. Right? So Atomy truly does business with a conscience. And with that, I'll wrap it up. Atomy does good life for everyone who wants to do business with them. And when you have all the tools necessary for you to change your life, to have it good. Yam, I'll end my lecture here. Thank you, everyone. Yam, I pass it back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, our Diamond Master, Bernard. So do we have any questions for Bernard regarding the sharing just now? Maybe you are not really clear about maybe some of the philosophy explained earlier. You can type in the chat box, or you can unmute and ask directly. All right. So do you have any questions? I enjoy Bernard's session every now and then, because the way he explained to us is like from a different perspective, but there is also where we should really introduce to our members on maybe some of the parts of the value the companies hold. So if you have questions, please type in the chat box, or you can ask directly by unmuting. So if not, thank you again, the Diamond Master Bernard. And let me read the chat box. All right, Seven Rose Master JS Lim say thank you for your sharing. Sadi, Sales Master, so thank you. Rosalind, thank you for the sharing. Okay, so if we don't have question for the sharing just now, let us move on to the second part. All right. So the next speaker would be our member, Shela. So she is a mom of three very active kids and a wife and a helper to her husband, who's not physically able to do a lot of things. So she used to have two jobs to support the family, and uh, she was a woman who just made ends meet until she was introduced to Atomy. And she realized that she can still dream and have hope again, because there's more in life, not just for her family, but also relationships, friends, but other people as well. So without further ado, let us invite our Sheila to share with us. Sheila, are you there?
Yes, I am. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm Shela from Australia, and I want to share to you all how I met Atomy. And it was an accident as such, because I never heard of Atomy until our newfound friend way back in May. Her husband told me about hemohim, how it works with his blood sugar level and his cholesterol. And because my husband is diabetic as well, I'm all ears to listen to what it's all about. But he said to me, "Oh, ask Jassy, she will explain everything to you." And I just thought that though he doesn't know how to explain hemohim in a way that, how do you call that, just like you guys can explain it to us, but because of his personal testimony. So that's the main factor that really make me so curious. So what is hemohim? So I remember inviting Jassy all the time, because what is hemohim? What is all about? And she will show me videos, links, information about it, which is really very helpful for someone that doesn't know anything about this new stuff. So from there, I dig more into it just for the hemohim, because that's what my husband needed at the time. And as we go along, I sign up to enjoy the member price, which is very helpful for us financially. And then she said that I can do it as a business as well. And I got so excited, was like, yeah, another income that will help my family. And so I asked her so many questions, and I can't wait for her to answer every questions I have. So I gave her papers and pen so she can write down the answers to my questions. And we don't have the PowerPoint that day. So she used the paper and then draw lines and explain to me a compensation plan. And just through that very simple act, I got so excited. And then, though I don't understand the business part of Atomy, that gave me an instant, like a jump start. It's like, oh, there's something more. And I was so excited. I'm not in social media all the time. I just use Facebook for the just checking what's happening with my friends. But because of Atomy, I become active, and I got a paper and my pen, and I list down all the contacts I have. Because in my mind, in my head, these are all the persons, the people that I want to help, not just for to earn money, to start their own business, but mostly to help them gain their health physically, because most of them, have some illness or sickness that they are suffering from. And just by one product, Hemohim, that we started using, and through reading and researching, we found out that it's really the good stuff. So that's what I got in my head back then, just the Hemohim, because I didn't know any other products. And I remember she sent me links after links about Atomy, product introductions, seminars, and speakers telling us what are the products about. And through that, though I haven't used those products, but because I'm interested, I'm learning. So I've learned from watching them and listening to what they are talking about. Because when you watch, you have to listen, so it will retain in your memory. And when she asked me about ABR, I joined instantly, though I don't know what it's all about. I just joined because I'm so hungry because I've never had that excitement before since I got married and have children. So my life is just day by day doing the same things all the time. Just like I told Jassy, it's like when I got married and have my children, I don't have dreams anymore. And it's like I become like a housewife, a worker, but doing the same thing every day, just meeting the needs daily. So it's like there's no dream at all. When I attended ABR, the speaker said, dream big. It's like, oh, okay, dream big. And I wrote, I want to be a diamond master next year. And then I realized, oops, I only have 6 months and 1 year to do that. It's like, Jassy, is my dream too big? And she said, no, if you work hard for it, you will get it. I said, okay. So she encouraged me to do that. Then I start planning the list of people I have. In that dream, I'm gonna read it to you. Something I wrote this afternoon. Sorry. When I joined ABR season 2, one of the speakers said, dream big. Then I started to dream again and align it with Atomy. Then I realized it's not too late for me to dream again. And I started where I am. I have hope again because I start dreaming again. I'm not just dreaming, but putting into action the steps I need to get there. Small steps counts. I envision myself wearing office attire, formal attire, just like those motivational speakers and leaders of Atomy. I buy clothes one at a time to prepare for that day while gaining more knowledge about Atomy. I have hope because of my dream. I have vision because of my dream. And because of my dream, I'm taking action to get there, to make it happen. A driving force to keep us going against all odds. Just like what Bernard said earlier, that all those success, academy, one-day seminars, I grab hold of it. So when they send me links, I really get hold of it because I want to learn. Because it's our advantage. Our leaders have learned big time from their experience and they share it to us. So when it's our time to go through the same situation, we know what to do. That's why, just like what Bernard said, it's for our benefits. So get hold of it. Because I remember what he said before about the whys. Why? Why not? Why not me? Why not now? Why delay? And I took it very seriously. So when I pondered upon those whys, why not me? If not me, who else will do it for me? So I want to be the one to help my family, friends, and colleagues to get them out of the situation that they are in right now. Why not now? Now that I'm still healthy, that I still have time to do it. I'm blessed that I be able to spend time to study and learn about Atomy and the business part of it. And if I don't do it now, when? So I guess my ending part is when we are down because we have struggles along the way, go back to your dream. Go back to your passion. Passion is like when you love helping people, your family, you will do it again because you love them. So with Atomy, I met a lot of disappointment, but I go back to my vision that I see myself like the speakers, the motivational leaders that we have, that one day I will be one of them. So it will encourage me back and will make me smile again, because it's like, just like my friend said, like, I'm crazy. It's like, I'm not crazy. I'm just sharing with you what I will be in the future. So I said, one day you have to have a dream for you to be able to push through. And she said, oh, I will just be your driver. No, you will not be my driver. We will go there together. And she just laughed. She said, you have to see yourself in that position. So you will go forward to that vision, and then you will push through. You will, if you fall down or stumble, you will get up again because you want to pursue that vision and dream of yours. Because as long as we have that dream, the vision, we have hope. So we don't lose hope, because that's very important. So we go through all the obstacle that we go through. And just like what Chassie and Bernard said, and Lena said all the time, we are not alone. We are a team. So I thank you all, my leaders that always supported me and encouraged me that it's okay. You pause and go back again, because we don't want to be burned out, because if we burn out, we're gonna quit. So we need to learn how to stop and pause and refresh ourselves and go back to our vision and the dream that we have and move forward. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Shela, for sharing your dream and your passion with us. Can we have a Thank you for Shela. Right, Lena saying thank you for the sharing for Bernard and Shela. All right. So do we have any questions for Shela? You can unmute or type in the chat box. Or perhaps you want to encourage her. Welcome to the family. All right. So if we do not have questions, I guess this is our end for the night, and we shall see you again at the top and also next week. All right. Wait. Rosalind said that indeed is encouraging. All right. Thank you. Okay. So do you have anyone else want to share? If not, see you next week. All right. Before we end, I want to do a little bit reminder. For those member in Malaysia, this coming 1st of September, we are having a one-day seminar, offline one-day seminar in KL. So if you are nearby, please attend one-day seminar. This will help you as explained by our Diamond Master Bernard just now, how the system help you. All right. So see you at the top. Bye bye. Thank you for your time.